morning, guys. My name is Crystal. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Happy Easter. Alexa, what's the time, please?
The time is 9:15 a.m.
Alexa, good morning.
Good morning, and happy birthday to Tim Peake. In 2016, he became the first British astronaut to walk in space, and he spent over 6 months on the International Space Station. His training involved living under the sea for 12 days. Sounds a bit fishy to me.
Alexa, famous birthdays. Alexa, louder. Alexa, famous birthdays. Alexa, famous birthdays. Oh, she started whispering and I couldn't hear a word of it, and I appreciate that Alexa's got a sense of humour, but whispering, nobody can hear it, can they? So today's famous birthdays are Jackie Chan, Francis Ford Coppola, Ed Speleers, Russell Crowe and Karen Dreger Anderson. So it's Russell Crowe's birthday today. Russell Crowe, a great actor. And I watched him in Gladiator, which was a great performance years ago. Russell Crowe. So every day of my life seems like I'm providing free entertainment for people. First thing in the morning, 4:20 in the morning, the phone goes off, Facebook, you look nice in that dress. This dress I'm wearing now. 4:20 in the morning, they like me in this dress. Well, I'm wearing the dress this morning. Same person, Crystal Marshall on Facebook dating. This is my YouTube. They like me in this dress. I'm a female, I'm wearing a dress. Thank you. Right? 4:20 in the morning. At just after 9 o'clock this morning, my mother Jennifer rings, and she's usually got some sarcastic content in the message, which is meant to fire me off, set me off, get me going. And then you usually start to get the noise and the trouble after my mum rings. I don't know why, but that's what usually happens. So she rang just after 9 a.m. this morning. I wasn't in bed. I was up, and because I get up at the usual time usually every day, because your body clock gets used to a certain time, and you go to bed and that. So I'm okay. I do feel a bit pissed off at times when, this year's been strange, because last year was jam-packed with activity. I was going to Margate, Ramsgate, I was going to lots of, my son was living down here, and he was taking me out to places, and we sort of kept each other company. Now my son has moved, he's got a girlfriend, he's got his own life, and he's getting on with his life, and he's getting on okay, but I'm still stuck in a rut down here by myself, trying to find someone, but just getting idiots on dating sites. I don't know if anybody else has experienced it. Idiots on dating sites. Hello, gorgeous, and then they send me my own picture. I've put my pictures on Facebook dating for a reason, to attract a male member of the species so that I can go out and go on a date and have a cup of coffee with somebody. Right? I don't need people to keep sending me my pictures and then put, you look gorgeous underneath, kiss, 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 and then they tell me they're going out with somebody for the day or the afternoon. That's not very nice, is it? Why do people join dating sites? To find a date. That's why it's called a dating site. How many people say to me, what are you on here for? What are you doing on here for? What brings you to this place? Because when I go outside, when I go in a shop, when I go in a library, I don't meet anybody. I'm not meeting anybody. I'm getting the piss taken out of me. I'm getting people be cruel and nasty to me, but I'm not actually meeting anyone nice who shows an interest in me. So, I will remain on the dating site because maybe there is somebody somewhere that isn't a piss taker. It's not a couple of girls taking the mickey. I mean, because this takeaway business, who the bloody hell did that? You can imagine a couple of girls laughing. Look what we've done, look what we've done, can't you? And then it wouldn't surprise me if someone that was actually out there seeing what they'd done and laughing. Right, so I've got Easter eggs. Easter eggs, I've got food to eat. My mum gave me food, I've got money. It is Good Friday. I think some shops are open, but I don't think like banks and council offices are open. Things like that are shut because it's a bank holiday weekend. Isn't it? You've got the Monday as well. So I don't honestly think things like banks would be open. I'm just going to try and enjoy the sunshine, but to me it's just another ordinary day. If you've got a large family with kids, and you've got a large family, you go and visit them with eggs, Easter flowers, cards. I mean, my mum has already given me an Easter card. It's just me. I don't feel like popping off to the seaside by myself, to be quite honest with you. And it isn't exactly that warm where you can, maybe it is a nice day to go by the seaside. But I'm just going to go from one place to the other, sitting by myself, and it gets monotonous. Some people like travelling by themselves. They absolutely adore it. They love it. And maybe when it heats up and it's a bit more warmer, I might go to the seaside. And I might travel to places. But one by one, I'm losing members of my family because my sister died, my dad's dead, my mum's old. And you have to come to terms with that. In the later stages, middle-aged, later stages of your life, you start losing members of your family, friends, you get like on your own. And I'm not entertainment, I'm not free entertainment. Upset me, make me cross, wind me up and let me go, you know. When my dad was alive, my mum and dad looked like Laurel and Hardy, you know, a funny odd couple. Very tall dad and a small little mum. And they dressed like eccentric, and people used to take the piss. You know, dad's dead, and that's died, all that's died with it. And we're just two women who are trying to get on with our lives after a man that controlled us is dead. You know, my dad didn't really celebrate Easter. Derek didn't celebrate Easter. Dad never bought the Easter eggs. He never bought the cards. It was my mother, Jennifer, that bought the eggs and the cards. My father was never never interested in anything. He wasn't interested in birthdays, he wasn't interested in Christmas. Towards the later stages of his life, he got very bitter and twisted, and he never bought anything at all. He didn't celebrate the Christmas before he died. He wasn't interested. Because when some people are in pain and they're on their way out, they just get all spiteful and bitter. And my dad, he got spiteful and bitter and started doing nasty things and blaspheming and awful things. Just a sad state of affairs. And anyway, this is Easter. We're celebrating Jesus Christ's death and his resurrection. And, hot cross buns. I don't know about anybody else, but I was sick of hot cross buns before it was even Easter. They were stuffing hot cross buns down our throat before it was Easter, so I've had every sort of hot cross bun before it's even Easter, and the eggs as well. Eggs were on display weeks and months before Easter, so you get sick of the eggs, sick of the hot cross buns. As you can see, I've got my Easter eggs, and I'm just going to get on with it as if it's just another ordinary day. I mean, I've lived in Medway since 2008. That's 15 years. And I've been to Upnor Castle, I've been to Rochester Castle, I've been to the cathedral umpteen times. I've walked down the lovely picturesque Rochester High Street with the Dickensian characters. My dad took me to the Sweeps Festival when I first came down, and at Christmas with all the snow, the fake snow coming down, which is beautiful. It's a lovely picturesque area where I live. It's beautiful, and it would be even more beautiful if I could share it with somebody, right? This is how elderly people get shut up indoors and just stare out the window. I go out, I went into the shop yesterday, and it's the way you get treated. Like you're a third-class citizen, a piece of shit. You go in there and you don't want to walk in there again. And that's what they do it for. To shut you off and make you an outcast. Because some of them are up to no good. They're thieving, they're stealing, they're getting away with bad stuff, and they don't want you to see it. So if they make you feel horrible about yourself, you're not going to go in there, are you? And there's only so many times you can take videos of the same damn thing before it gets boring. That's why it's true, isn't it? Oh, I'm just going to walk down here and I'm just going to go in here. It gets boring. You want some more variety. You would like a bit more of some input and some things that are different. You want to keep doing the same damn thing. The police, by the way, still haven't got back to me. They haven't done anything at all. So it was just like an episode of The Bill where a fake copper comes into your flat. Oh, Crystal, don't worry about it. Nothing's going to happen. As if he knew nothing was going to happen anyway. Just like an episode of The Bloody Bill. And then you're supposed to go outside, start committing crime because the police haven't done anything to help you, and I certainly wouldn't do that either. It used to make me very, very angry because when you look at it, since I rang the police from 2008, they've done fuck all. They've turned on me, put me in cells when I haven't deserved it, and stuff like that. But I'm not going to get cross and take revenge. I just forget it. They're not worth it. And as I said, for the coronation, good luck to Charles and Camilla. He's waited ages to get on the throne. He's nearly 80, and Camilla is as well, so you've got an elderly couple on the throne. So it's not like glamorous William and Kate, a young middle-aged couple. You've got two elderly old-age pensioners on the throne. You know, certain shocks and surprises could give them a heart attack at their age. And making them go all over the world, etc., etc. They're not young, you know. And I'm sure Charles has got health problems. He's not a young man, is he, Charles? He is 20 years older than me, King Charles is. I'm 54, so Charles is 75 this year. 75. So the Queen departed this planet and left her son, an old man, on the throne. And contrary to popular belief, the Queen did not like Camilla. She did not get on with Camilla. She didn't want... She bowed down to her son. Her son loved Camilla. Fair play to him. He loves his woman. He'll do anything for her. Fair play to him. I admire any man that does that. He'll do anything for his woman. Because no man has done anything for me. So he loves Camilla. Fair play to him. You've got to say that. He loves his wife. He'll do anything for his wife. He wants his wife to be respected and loved. And that's fair enough. And I admire him for that. But the Queen did not like Camilla. There is a video on YouTube saying that Charles made the Queen accept Camilla. There is on YouTube somewhere a video saying that Charles made the Queen accept Camilla. I think since the Queen's died, there is a lot of, people like getting away with saying things that they wouldn't have said had the Queen been alive. I'm sorry, but that's the way I feel. But let's let King Charles and Queen Camilla enjoy the rest of their lives. They've wanted to be together since Charles fell in love with her. Diana was just unfortunately used. He didn't love her, and she was caught up in it. But she had found happiness, and she would have got on with the rest of her life with Dodi Fayed, and they would have been happy. But unfortunately, there was a tragic car accident, and she passed away far too young. And that's all it was, right? I don't think there was a conspiracy or anything like that. It was a tragic accident. Now just let Charles and Camilla, they're not going to have a long reign, obviously, because they're old, they're elderly. But just let bygones be bygones, and let the world try and be a peaceful place rather than fighting and squabbling. And let's try and get this country back to the top where it should be, not the bottom. We need the homeless rehoused. We need the electricity and the gas prices to come down, and we need people to be able to afford to live and eat and feed and care for their children. Let's get over COVID. Let's build this country back to the great place that it can be, not a huge embarrassment as it is at the moment. See you later.